Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Tactics. As you can see, we've reorganized the display a little bit here. Got some cool new features. We got live text functions down there, down there. No, other side, over there somewhere. And we got live Who's Talking from Discord. So we're pretty excited. This is a brand new look. Hopefully, we're gonna have a brand new intro, some other cool stuff happening soon. So, exciting show today. We're going to be talking a lot about territory battle. We're going to be doing hAAT. We're running a Merc team, Protag and I, through with another guild. They needed some help. And then, what else are we talking about today? Oh, more territory battles, and more territory battles. I want to talk about soloing Phase 1, what you need, what you don't need. And other than that, we're going to be just generally kicking tail. You got anything to add to that, Protag?
I'm absolutely down for that. So before we get into territory battles, which, mind-boggling, it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of intricacies in it. But what have you been up to since we last talked to everybody?
Whew. What have I been up to? That is like the question of the day, isn't it? So I have, let's see, I've 7-starred Jin Orso. I've 7-starred. Had I done that last time we were out?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I 7-starred Jin. I have almost, I posted an 8 million damage on an auto in Rancor, which was pretty awesome. Oh, Sabine, although I haven't leveled her at all. I got her 7-star. Also 7-starred somebody else. I don't even remember who it was. So, yeah. What about you?
Let's see. I also 7-starred Sabine.
Show
Almost
off.
got Commander Luke Skywalker to gear level 9.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been working on R2, gotten him to gear level 8, and I am an Omega away from Zetaing, or doing the Zeta on his number crunch, which
Cool.
I am super excited. And I finally made the change to my PvP team to Wedge, Biggs, Commander Skywalker,
Okay.
R2, and I'm using Stormtrooper Han right now.
Cool.
Which has been working out pretty well. I'm a little worried about them defensively over the next 24 hours, but
Oh, that's the other thing I did. So, I am currently working on dropping my arena rank down to as low as I can possibly get it. So I'm thinking about trying to get it all the way down to 1,000, and then doing a series of videos for you guys on basically from 1,000 to 100 or 1,000 to top 100 kind of PvP video. I'm going to try and push all the way to 1, but I haven't gotten there yet in my life, so we'll just have to see what happens. What do you think about that, Eric? I'm using no free-to-play characters. No, I'm just kidding. I'll use all sorts of characters.
I think that's gonna be an interesting challenge. I mean, the highest I think I've ever gotten was maybe the 30s, and I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe 30s or 40s, but that was a while ago when Wiggs had just coming out, and I had jumped the gun on that big time.
Yeah.
And I had him before anybody else, and I wrecked shop with it. Of course, everybody catches up with you eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the thing about like Commander Luke Skywalker and all that. I mean, getting at gear level 9 Commander Luke Skywalker right now would put you pretty much at the front of the pack, right?
Well, pretty close. The the thing it's been helping me with is Clear Galactic War.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been helping me get over those last two super team humps.
Okay. That
Uh,
makes sense.
it actually got some footage.
Sorry, I'm having fun looking
I'll,
through the leaderboard.
that's okay. I've got some footage here. I can bring it up real quick.
So it says register for Rancor, Xylo, Savage, FFA, Phase 1 hAAT. um, Yoshi, we have a whole video on that. You can totally go check that out. Not that you actually know who I am or are probably not watching this video. We have one person watching right now. We're not doing a very good job linking our stuff out today, are we?
No.
Where's Pat? We need Pat today. Cantina it. Hi, one person. That one person's probably you, which is sad, isn't it?
Actually, it is not me.
It isn't you?
No. My link isn't actually working right now.
Live. Stream up. Cool. I just think it looks so much better. Like, I'm kind of excited about people coming on here and telling me if they like it or not.
Well, we spent all weekend on it, so it better look better.
I don't know about all weekend. We did spend a significant amount of time, though. I should take it off of that.
Thanks for, what was it? Oasis on YouTube.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, our wives. They,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
they got us to put my face on it.
Yeah,
I still don't know how I feel about it, but... we need more viewers. It's a Sunday night, people. What else do you have to do other than watch us?
Football.
No. Football is not a valid answer to anything.
For you, it's not.
Yeah, it's just pretty much not. Oh, I need to invite you to the guild chat. Hold on. This is the chat for the he's about to kick off both raids. I am sending you personally the link for the video. That's for the channel, the Discord channel for the guild that we joined for the day.
Gotcha. Yeah, so with Commander Luke Skywalker, I was running a Wedge Biggs R2 Old Ben Commander Luke Skywalker. This is in Galactic War. This is my second to last node. It helps me to clear out a Commander Luke lead with R2, General Kenobi, Thrawn, and Fulcrum.
Okay. Oh, that's what your team did?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It is pretty nuts. So he has been a pretty big boon for me.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm flicking through stuff right now. I'm getting ready for that raid. Wow, I've never seen Zeb in the shard shop before. Seems kind of a waste to actually spend shards on Zeb when you can just 640 shards on. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that I would never do it, just not. So, what is the rules here? So they posted rules for their raids. Did you see them when you joined? So, Rancor is a 90-minute registration window. Okay, so we're not allowed to actually attack Rancor. We're allowed to register for it, but we're not allowed to... like, I'm not allowed to run my solo team. So, go 0 damage Rancor. Do not do anything else other than that. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm reading the rules.
Okay. I'm gonna knock that out first.
So I've got this really good video clip.
Okay.
We'll get posted here. Probably get it up tomorrow.
On the channel?
On the channel, and it's how to beat Commander Luke Skywalker at the very end of a galactic war. You know,
okay.
You've hit the mega team, you've cleared everybody out around Luke, or you've got it down to Luke and a couple other characters, and I found this out. It works really well. You save Admiral Akbar. you put a bunch of rebels around him, and you use your special abilities, and they're an outside of the sequence attack, so Luke doesn't counterattack. And with the 5-to-1 ratio or the 5-to-2 ratio, you get enough attacks that you can kill Commander Skywalker without him getting going. I also did it. I didn't capture the gameplay. I wish I had, but I did the same thing to Thrawn. I got to the very end. Thrawn was the last character I had to kill. I threw an Akbar, put rebels behind him. I'm using.
Well, wait. Don't spoil your whole video. It's not gonna be worth watching then.
Oh, it's always gonna be worth watching. I got some exciting gameplay. I'm excited about it to share with our viewers
Cool.
upcoming.
With the nerds. That's what our
Yeah.
viewers are called now. I've decided. They're just nerds. Sorry if that offends anybody, but I take great pride in being a nerd.
We both do.
Yeah. We've had. Let's see. Is anybody else watching our channel now? No, still just one person. This is Oh crap! That's because we're unlisted. Well, that makes so much sense. Okay. Hi everybody who just came on because, yeah. Sorry. You can go back and watch the beginning of the stream. So, Eric, I wanted to, or Protag, or well, it doesn't matter. Eric, I wanted to ask you about Phase 1. Have you done any research on Phase 1?
Phase 1, the only research I need to know is Commander Luke Skywalker throwing up 1,000,000 damage by himself before he has to escape.
Okay.
That's what I'm working for.
That's what you're trying to get? Okay, so let me go to my notes here. I had some pretty good notes because I know a lot of people are really interested in the Commander Luke Skywalker thing. And in fact, I stole this from another guildie. Actually, one of our leaders of our community. Now, don't get me wrong, Nukin has a video up on this. You guys should go check it out. Nukin is awesome. I think Smitty has pretty much every YouTuber who does who does Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has a video about Commander Luke and Phase 1. But so what you need and what you don't need to do, that one is going to be Commander Luke needs his 3 main Omegas that I always say you need for Rancor. Eric?
Yeah, all his first 3 abilities.
Okay, and then the only
Omega.
Zeta he needs actually is the it's called binds all things.
Right.
And that's the one that gives him the increased potency and gives him the sorry, it's increased potency and oh man, I'm just not having any luck retreating with Kylo today. So it gives him increased potency and it gives him the plus health. That's what that Zeta gives him, is the plus health. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I'm bringing it up right here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it binds all things at the Zeta level. It has 40% potency. Whenever Luke resists a detrimental effect, he recovers 5% health and 5% protection. Whenever Luke inflicts a debuff, he gains 10% turn meter. Turn meter and all other allies gain turn meter. Allies gain half that.
Well.
So yes, that's important for the dots.
Yeah.
To give Luke turn meter to keep him going. I think he also needs a crazy amount of speed, something like 250 speed for it to work as well. So I think it's a speed mod build.
I don't think that's too crazy. I think that the big piece of information that most people are looking for is what do they need the Zeta. The reason I say that's just because, like with Commander Luke, I mean that's 60 Zetas, and you know if you Zeta the wrong thing to start off with, that can be quite detrimental and really slow down your progress in the game. So I think it's important that we all that you know what to to mention and what not to. So, I mean, what to Zeta and what not to. Sorry, my daughter walked in the room. Don't you agree?
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Okay, good.
What I actually ended up after our last live stream ended up having like a 20-minute conversation with Italian
Mm-hmm.
about Zetas
Okay.
and Art 2's number crunch. And you've already done this. I was on the fence about it for a long time, and he talked
It's
to me
so
about it,
broken.
and he convinced me to Zeta R2's number crunch over Commander Skywalker. And
Yeah,
you know me, if someone can talk me into not upgrading Commander Skywalker in some
it's a
way,
pretty impressive feat. I couldn't
yeah,
do it.
it actually is. So
Yeah, my
I'm
Commander
in a
Skywalker, I really want to Zeta him, but I don't actually require the Zeta, I don't think, for any of the projects I'm working on, so I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm not interested, I'm just, I have no, like, huge desire to jump into that character. Well, Hameo has Commander Luke, it looks like. We'll run Savage for the second team. Show off a little bit.
oh my that's the other thing I've been working on. My Savage is now 6-star.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, I started him so I could jump in on the solo
Yeah.
crowd, and then Commander Luke came out, but I'm think I
Well,
might
Commander
change
Luke
him.
is gonna be far more interesting to you.
Well, he is, but I still don't have the greatest Phase 3 team.
Yeah. And the
So,
Phase 3 solo? Are you really looking at the Phase 3 solo?
well, that'll take forever in a day, but, pump him up with some health mods, give him a Zetas, throw some more damage out there. I don't have to solo it,
Yeah.
but it's all
I
about,
mean, he doesn't
I guess,
do. He does pretty. Um. Sorry. Um. the. What was I talking about? I'm sorry. You know what happens when I get distracted.
we were talking about having Savage.
Oh yeah, I just don't think I personally think he's a great character, but I haven't found him to be, I don't know, earth shattering. I don't I this I know does more damage than the Xylo, mainly because you can get 3 runs in before you have to escape. But at the same time, I don't know. It it's just as boring as Xylo, and well,
Oh, it's all boring. There's no question about
well,
that.
Commander Luke looks awesome because you can put up 1,000,000 damage every run you do. I mean, I swear to God, that's what he ran, was 1,000,000 frickin' damage on a.
Oh no, it was. I've seen the YouTube
Yeah.
video for it.
It was pretty awesome. So a shout out. I don't know how many people are on from the group yet, but well, we only have 3 people watching right now. Maybe this isn't. Maybe the new look isn't really getting us what we thought.
Well, you're underestimating the import of football, buddy.
No, I'm not.
Preseason football's out and about.
Well, maybe I'll post this to Pat and see if he'll throw it out for us. Hold on. I mean, I don't mind doing this for 0 people. But, let me make sure this is the right one. This one we're live right now. Yeah, sweet. I actually really like the gaming dashboard. Do you guys prefer the gaming dashboard, the gaming one, or do you prefer regular YouTube? I can't see it in regular YouTube, so I keep doing it, posting it for you guys in gaming YouTube, though. Is that what you guys like, or do you guys want something different? No. Okay. So what do you know about? I was actually thinking about this the other day. So I have been watching an absolutely insane amount of videos about Last Jedi and Star Wars, and that's kind of like my normal thing. It's like I'm like, ooh, what does this person have to say about Star Wars? You know that. Everybody else probably is starting to get that idea. Protag?
You found? Yeah, I'm here. Have you found
Okay.
anything new?
I don't know if I've found anything new, but I've gotten to a point where I'm starting to realize that most of the people who make videos for YouTube are just like us. What I mean by that is they sit around, they think about Star Wars, they talk about Star Wars all the time. And then they go out and they make these videos explaining it to everybody else who doesn't think about Star Wars all the time about Star Wars. That makes sense? So I'm reading this video. I'm watching this video. It has like 200 a quarter of a million views. I'm like, oh, I want quarter of a million views on any one of my videos. That would be freaking awesome. I don't know how to get that much. Even crap, just 25,000 views would be awesome. And so I'm like, okay, let's watch this. Let's see what they do so that I can learn something. And what I realize is that they are literally just talking about Empire's End, like every other article is right now. Have you noticed that?
You mean the thing that we got through with months ago?
Yeah. I'm like, guys, this isn't new information. Like, I want you guys to show me something I'm not thinking about already. And maybe that's ignorance because we literally sit and think and talk about Star Wars all the time. But, I mean, I don't understand why it's hard for people to come up with new content. I mean, we've talked about stuff in here that I think is just. I mean, like, for example, you and I both believe that the comic book that with the Force Tree in it is going to be more significant to this movie than Empire's End, other than the fact that it's going to have some tie-in to Rex and to Galax Rex and Jakku. Would you agree with what I just said? And the end of the Empire, obviously.
Well, correct, but I think everyone needs to take a step back, wait, and see what happens with the Phasma book. That is going to be illuminating, in my opinion. There's no way to deal with Phasma story without dealing with Snoke. I can't see how you write Phasma without at least writing him in as a character. Even if you don't get an origin story explained and he just shows up, but it's like you would think he would have to be there in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
When does that drop? I think that's in a couple of weeks, isn't it?
What? Phasma? I don't know off the
Phasma,
top of my head. Oh, my face itches.
That's what I'm excited about. I want to see what Phasma does to the Star Wars universe, and what I'm starting to call the Disney EU.
Okay. The Disney
Well,
EU.
the
I
Disney
believe they
EU.
call I believe the words that everybody's using right now are that they're called legacy. The EU is called anything that is cut out is called legacy.
Yeah, Disney EU. There's EU and there's Disney EU. EU rocks. Disney EU. Well,
Is to be determined.
yes.
Yeah. By the way, in representing the Hoth today, my wife when we first started dating bought me the Star Wars. They're like the official Star Wars cups of the planets, and I'm drinking out of my Hoth cup today because of territory battles.
All right, so let's get to territory battles. Where would you like to start? 'Cause
With
there's
territory
so
battles?
much
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so much information.
So, for those of you who don't know, let's start from there. We had a huge dev announcement on Friday. Well, it was Friday, right?
Was it Friday? Friday sounds right.
Yeah, so on Friday we had the huge dev announcement. The devs basically came out. They said, here, we're going to explain to you how this works. We're going to explain territory battles to you. So, what was the first thing that stood out to you? There was a lot of data. So, what was the first thing that stood out to you?
First thing. Well, the thing that I really liked, and they made a
Hmm.
point of saying this, was that they made territory battles for the specific reason of allowing you to use every single character. So
Yeah,
Ugnaught at 3 stars could be just as important as Commander Luke Skywalker
that's
at
not true. That'll never happen.
level 11. Well, apples apples for apples, of course it's not true, but you have to have a whole wide range of characters. You've got
Yeah.
to have
So I'm
you've
gonna
got to
be
have
set where.
well, it's not just even quote unquote being set.
Well, what it looked like, I have to say that what it looked. I mean, they've always said that it's going to be all the characters, but what it looked like is that you're going to be able to. There's going to be parts of it. I believe it's called platoon missions, where you're not even going to play the characters. You're going to add your power to the guild power, and compare that to the power of the opponent or whatever. That's what it looks like, at least. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
The the big thing I think that's going to happen is that everybody is going to end up working on and starting to level up the off characters. We already know that Hoth Soldier and Hoth Scout are going to have some type of buffs. They've mentioned that,
Yeah.
but I think things
No,
like
I don't. I don't
Lobot,
know that they mentioned it. I mean, they said they're gonna
Ugnaught,
get something for all rebels. Did you?
well,
Did they
Rebels and
actually?
Lightside.
Oh, I know, but
Let me find it.
did they
Let me
mention
find.
something specifically about the Hoth characters though?
Oh, I gotta find it.
I mean, if they did, I missed it. Like, just straight up missed it.
I believe they said something about the Hoth characters.
That was a terrible first topple. I got out of sync. I was almost out of sync and had to pull some crazy shenanigans to pull it back in.
The the biggest thing I think is going to be guild coordination in this.
Yeah,
Anybody that has a guild that's on Discord and organized is really going to benefit
I agree with that.
from territory battles. The other thing this is going to force it, game wide is guild consolidation. People
Yeah,
that
you're
are
gonna
hanging
lose
out,
some of the smaller guilds. Is that what you're thinking?
you're absolutely going to lose some of the smaller guilds. There's no way you're going to be able to. When they say what you got 7,500 characters, up to 7,500 characters, I believe
Yeah,
is the max. There's no way you can throw that many characters at this thing unless you have a full 50-player guild.
that's true.
Uh,
I
you
mean,
know,
but then again, how necessary is it going to be? I mean, I think part of it's going to be you get better rewards if you complete more of the mission. But I don't know about. I don't know that I believe that it's going to be like end of the world if you can't. Does that make sense? I guess I say that. Does that make sense a lot? But
it makes sense, but I still think that you're gonna see people start looking to fill out their gear, their
yeah,
gear, not their gear, but their rosters. So, because you've got to have ships, you got to have everyday characters, you got to have the special characters. We know you have to have Commander Luke Skywalker for one particular mission. You're eventually going to need Commander Han Solo to get uh, Lola, Lolo,
Rolo,
Rolo, excuse me.
like the candy. She's caramel. She's caramel in the center. Yeah,
Therefore, I really think to bring all that to bear, you have to have a 50-player, an active 50-player guild.
well, yeah. I mean, there's a reason that being in a coalition of guilds like the Sith is so beneficial when new content comes out. I mean, it's going to give us the ability to really consolidate down characters and focus on what needs to be done, um, and and keep the basically keep the dream alive. I mean, to be one of the first guilds to do this is going to be a big deal. So, oh man, I just had one of the best uh, turret clears I've ever had. It was so fast. You there still? What is with
Yeah, I'm
the
still
lag
here.
today? And the low people count. I have to say. Normally we have
You're not believing me when I tell you about football.
it's not football.
It's football.
Come watch. I feel like I'm begging for people to come watch us now. It's just sad. So the other thing I was going to mention about territory battles that I really believe is that territory battles is going to be much more about is actually going to be an event. So it's going to be like a weekend event or something like that. Like you're not going to be able to launch it whenever you want. What do you think about that?
Well, we already know that it's a 3-day event with 6 phases, I believe.
Well, yeah, but I thought it was going to be more like a raid, where this was something that you could do and do over and do over and do over. It wasn't going to be like, oh, you can only play this on weekends.
We'll see how they manage it.
I mean, you know me, I'm going to play it no matter what, but I would love to have I guess, a launch window. I don't know.
I think you're hoping for a little too much. I mean, it sounds like it's gonna work just like it's gonna work just like raids do. You got its own shop, its own currency. You get Hermit Yoda out of there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they are making it very clear that you're not going to, unlike the current raids, this is going to be something more like um, the Empire's Demise event or something like that. This is a guild event. This isn't a um, this isn't going to be like a something you can launch. I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah,
reading into it. Is that
yeah. Territory battles are a 3-day guild event consisting of 6 phases
well,
that are
how often
12.
can you run it? Is it only on weekends? When is it going to happen? It starts at
We
6 a.m. and you have to play at least. I mean, you have to play every 4 hours. That means that the morning that if we start at what 6 o'clock in the morning our time or our guild raid time would be what 5 a.m. our time. That means
correct.
by 5 in the evening you have to be done with it, and then the next one starts. But think about the nighttime one, right? So if it doesn't start till 8 our time or something like crazy like that, there's some nut stuff that could go down. And it's not even your current guild leader's uh, time frame. It's built off of the original guild creators time frame. Like they're which can be terrifying. Imagine if you were in a guild and somebody from Europe started it and then he left because nobody else in the guild was you know what
Man,
I'm
I didn't
talking
think
about?
about that.
Huh?
That I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean to me that's like yeah. I think I've gotten like 6 topples in. Like I've gotten a lot of topples this round.
Well, when you do the mechanic correctly, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm just about to pass 10% of total. Bella, you cannot be in here.
So, for
Yeah.
everybody, that is Robert's daughter,
Tiara.
Tiara. Yes,
Video.
who's loves her daddy very much.
She does love her daddy very much, and I she's also a butthead. And her daddy loves her very much. Did you guys see this? This is like one of my prized possessions in the whole world. This is my daughter gave this to me. It is daddy or my wife gave it to me, and it's got both of my daughter's birthdays on it, and it's my daddy established cup, and I drink out of it every day because I'm awesome. So he asked us to hold our damage. How is the guild doing on damage right now? Just out of
To hold our
curiosity.
damage. All right.
Yeah, he
Well,
asked us. Didn't it say hold your damage till the 45 minutes was up?
uh, I don't know.
Let me look. I mean, I'm gonna probably post this because it's one of the best runs I've ever made. How good are you doing right now? I went in at 100% and I'm at almost.
Let's see, second top
almost 13%.
13%.
Hold on a second, everybody. I'm gonna be right back.
So a little more about territory battles. The main thing I'm looking at is the star process for actually unlocking the areas. You see on the map, you see the 2 and 3 stars on the areas to unlock the next one. I'm wondering how important those stars are going to be. We know that you can do, it'll unlock just at 1 star, but if you can unlock it at 3 stars, are there going to be buffs, or is the star system simply kind of useless in things like credit heist? Whether you get 3 stars or you get 1 star, you get the same reward. In addition to it, they really don't explain how ships are going to be used, just that they are a part of the process. And so we'll see how that plays out.
Sorry, my wife just got home.
So what I was saying is that I've been reading through the notes and I was looking at the map that they show you, and they say that to get to the next one you have to star the one previous to that. But you know, you can 1 star it or you can 3 star it, and it's not very clear if there's a benefit to 3 starring.
Yes, there is. So you get better rewards the more stars. They do say that later on.
Oh, okay.
They also state that that you will actually be ranked, like every guild will be ranked against each other. So you know how right now it's how many times you beat the raid? Once this raid comes out, it'll be sorry, I was trying to make sure I didn't outsync that topple. Once this raid comes out, it'll be how you'll be ranked on how many stars you get in the event. Which is why I'm wondering why you can't just start it and start it and start it and start it, because I can tell you that everybody's going to want to play this, and I like new content. I want to actually play it. I don't want to sit around and just look at it.
We shall find out. So, who do you think you're gonna go for first? You in the shop? I mean, I'm Hermit
You're going
Yoda
for
all
Hermit
the way.
Yoda? Yeah.
All the way. You could show me. You could show me. You know that one of these other characters is just gonna dominate the game, and I could solo everything. And the one thing I'll think about is
we know for a fact. Just
Yoda.
First of all, I've done 14% of total of the raid of this phase.
Yeah. You and I both know that Zodi's broken, especially with the upgrade to Princess Leia. It's so good.
Sweet. We have one of the guys from the current guild that we're in tuned in.
Awesome. Welcome.
Cool. Mark.
Man, not getting good RNG on my princess.
Okay, I'm gonna sound really ignorant right here, because you know how I've sort of gotten into this game. Like I don't do a crud ton of research. Well, I didn't until we started this YouTube channel. But what is RNG?
Random number generator.
Oh, sorry. Everybody kept posting it, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna post this, Omar. That's what I'm at right now. 14%. That's a pretty good run, right? I mean, I feel like 14%.
Yeah, it's a really good run.
Okay.
Oh, I hope I just did.
Oh, we have 3 turns left on the tank. I might be able to get a last one in.
Yeah, you might be able
Oh,
to.
no way. If I could get one more in, that means I could probably hit 17%.
Get this
I get that
tank
one.
down so I can. Man, I'm gonna have to Zeta Leia eventually here.
Ugh.
Out of order topple. That's okay.
Yeah. If I get an out of order topple right now, I am thoroughly in trouble.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep it. I have to keep it because Leia was Firestorm, so she was
Okay, this is the
holding on.
question. Can
She's
I...
holding on for dear life. So
Hold on. Sorry, Eric. I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm trying to figure out if I'm out of order toppling this or if it's... Got it. Whoo! Okay.
nice.
So I'm at 14% done, and I just got another topple. Okay. Wow, she's just not critting today.
Yeah, I was having. That's what I was saying. She was.
I feel like she's just not going to do the damage she normally does. Maybe
It'll
maybe
work.
they fixed her crit chance because it was... So we're into the almost 16%, 15.5% right now.
Oh man.
I think I got one more attack after this.
I'm just gonna keep it.
We're not quite... I really want to run my Zader team again. I've been really working on that one. I really want to see what that one turns out as. So here we go. And everybody dies. $3 million?
Really, that's a good run.
Yeah. 3 million? It's probably... No, maybe not the highest I've ever done, but it's up there.
Yeah, yeah. After I do R2 and all things that bind us, Leia's next on her Zeta.
Oh, you having issues with that right now?
Yeah, I was having issues with it. I mean, just imagine she's automatically getting shields and health back just like the clones. With all those attacks.
Yeah, no, I know. I know you're a big fan of that.
Her health will never go down to 0, ever.
But no, 3 million's pretty good. This team, this is for everybody. So I've been working on this team for what, a couple weeks now. This crazy stupid team.
You've been very frustrated by it.
I have been. That is a true statement. God, it doesn't even try. The tank has such high tenacity. You can put tenacity down on it, and it still doesn't get any of the.
Yeah, so I got 2.2.
Oh, on your clones.
Run, on my clones with Leia only doing 85 on it. Well, it wasn't a good run, but it doesn't have to be great. I think 3.2 million probably probably a good contribution there.
Well, I have a feeling that they're gonna be like, "Holy crud, you guys put up too much damage."
Probably.
We do that sometimes. So I have to tell you. So when I first started this group, I thought Tusken Shaman was going to be the worst character ever. I could not understand why people kept trying to put damn Tusken Shaman in this unit. And now I'm like, how did you ever survive without Tusken Shaman?
Oh no, you have to have Tusken Shaman to run the unit.
I don't, but I never got it. Like, it was never well explained why you wanted him.
Well, he is basic attack dots, and then of course he heals.
Yeah. Well, the heals.
Of course, yours isn't looking too good at the moment. Oh,
no.
There you go.
He's just not geared enough. This team has got everything it needs to succeed and just doesn't.
Do I need to come over there and play it for you?
No, you don't need to come over here and play it for me. What the hell? Oh.
So, rewards for territory battles. The guild earns rewards based on the number of stars earned, but they also earn a new currency, guild event tokens. These
Yep.
tokens can be spent on exclusive high value rewards, including gear level 11, gear 12, and shards for Republic Officer Leia Organa, Captain Han, and Hermit Yoda.
Okay. So hold on. Before you keep going, I now since we're gonna wait till phase 3 now, because I have a feeling phase 3 is gonna come relatively quickly with how fast this is going. So wanted to take a second and show you some of the stuff. So Pat isn't with us right now, but Pat is like kind of is part of our team. So he sent me over some stuff since he wasn't going to be here. It doesn't really fit perfectly in the new setup, but we're going to look at it anyway. And we'll walk through it while we wait for phase 3 to finish. So you ready? So here's the first thing. Oh man. Let's move it down a little bit. Okay. So here you go. Territory battles. So what we know, territory battles will add a new holotable and guild event store in the guild area. So we know that, right? Um, there will be multiple territories. So what it looks like is that this is going to be like the first of many. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like there'll be the Hoth event, and then there'll be on the Hoth event there'll probably be an Empire, and then a Rebel, and then a Hoth, then an Empire, and there'll also be Mustafar, and that'll allow you to go in and fight all the biggest battles in the Clone Wars and in the battle against the Empire, and sort of do it all together. That's what I'm thinking they're going with this.
Battle of Endor, baby. Ewoks all the way.
No, no.
I actually have a person on my PvP shard that's running all Ewoks.
Oh, I love my Ewoks. I'm not saying I don't love
Well,
Ewoks. I'm saying
but he has the two newest Ewoks included. It's actually it's a pretty tough fight.
I have to say I ran Ewoks for a long time against Rancor because for some reason Ewoks kick ass against Rancor. But so let's go to the next one. So territories will allow you to use your entire inventory. I think that what we're gonna see is it'll be in some cases kind of like Galactic War. In some cases it'll be like, here, take this group of characters and apply their power to help give this area boosts. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you won't have to play every character in order to get the bonuses from them. I'm hoping that's what they do. It would be really easy for them to make it so you have to play every character, and then only the people like us who play this game nonstop would get any benefit from that. So, hold on a second. Let me look. So the next thing on this list, which I'm sure everybody has already read through, let's just fly through it. What we're unsure about, they keep referring to territories as a living battlefield. It's a new mechanic. We don't know what that is yet. We don't know how good dark side characters are going to be, and we don't know how to unlock Captain Solo yet. My guess is that he's going to be, you're going to get currency, kind of like Galactic War, for completing certain things, and then we're going to unlock Han Solo very similar to the way you'd unlock any other character. But the only way to get Rolo is to unlock Han Solo, and that's going to be the mechanic, right? They're going to say, you have to play this for long enough to get this character unlocked so that you can start getting some shards for Rolo. Although it looks like Rolo is also going to be in that shop, so you might just be able to skip it altogether and make it pointless. You follow that? Or did I just go too fast?
Well, no, I followed it, but just depending on how it works, but it looks like it's got to be it could be almost a double guild unlock that you had to get so many tokens to unlock regular Han Solo, and now it's General Kenobi, and now territory battles is going to be to give it longevity. It looks like you might need to get 145 tokens for Han first, Commander Han, just to get to Commander Leia.
Okay, so we flipped over to the next screen. I don't know if you can see it, Eric, but here's what it's showing. This is a phase by phase breakdown. 3 days total is how long this event goes for. It breaks it down into what it looks like the phases are going to be for each 12-hour section. The first mission for the first 12 hours looks like it is going to be everybody fights in this one battle. Now, I will say that I have noticed that there are no ships, anything listed here about ships. We haven't talked about ships at all. They promised us ships, and the ships haven't shown up at all in any of these comments. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that. I was wondering how ships were going to be involved, but ships could not necessarily be an active
They could just be a
gameplay part of
passive
this.
thing.
Yeah, it could be a passive that you let's just say mission 1, when you're assigning characters, you have ship slots that you have to fill, and certain ships give you certain bonuses.
That would make sense.
To what you're doing on the ground.
Okay. Well, we know that the ion cannon is going to be involved, which could be a counter to a ship portion and all sorts of stuff like that. So
Right.
there's definitely not a. This isn't. We don't think they're doing ships. This is. We know they're doing ships. We just don't know what it's going to be yet. What I really hope is that we get the snow speeders. It would make me so happy. I just want snow speeders. I want to fly a snow speeder. I want my snow speeder to fight AT-AT walkers, and I want there to be a special thing where Commander Luke Skywalker can pilot it, and then there can be like some weird thing where you have to like, there's a chance to catch it, and then you have to fly loops around it, and it crashes. That's what I like. I want this so bad.
They cannot give us snow speeders before giving us Luke Skywalker's X-wing. Of course, I'll probably have to wait another 5 years to get that.
Maybe. Okay, so this is what we're talking about right now. It looks like it's going to be phase, phase, phase. It looks like you're going to be able to split your forces up. Some of your characters going to 3A, 3B, 3C. You're going to fight to your strength. This is going to be one of those things that the whole guild's going to get together and sort of put together a plan on who goes where, what they do, because we have no earthly idea right now. Okay, so next screen. Hold on. Let me close that one. Number 3, deployment. So this is what I was saying. So it looks like each player will commit to a particular territory battle. Choice about how many troops each player will commit to a particular territory battle. So more tunes equals more galactic power, which equals more territory points. So it looks like you're going to be able to put like a whole bunch of characters into one section and fight from there. Deployments are done in 12-hour phases. When the phase is done, you get all your characters back. I think that's the craziest part of this to me. What do you think?
Oh,
they're literally saying you can use every character in every phase.
You might have to.
Well, I mean, it looks like you might. Characters must be deployed to the territory in order to participate in the mission. So it looks like you're going to want to deploy all of them. The long-term challenge is about where to commit the tunes. We run multiple territory battles at the same time. The devs have indicated that once deployed to Hoth for a phase, that same tune will be unavailable to deploy to another territory, obviously until the next phase. It will become more complicated once the battlefields are released. This will be absolutely...
Oh, hold on. So this is almost indicating that there will be multiple battlefields going on at the same time. We're gonna have Hoth available.
No, it's gonna unlock 3. So if I go back to that previous one, here,
okay.
hold on. Let me show you. See, in the first phase, you have 1 mission. In the second phase, you have 2 missions. So you have to pick which one you're gonna go to.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Right, and that's also gonna depend on what the missions are.
Of course, we have no idea right now.
Right.
Honestly, we're going to be going in completely blind if it releases tomorrow. If it releases tomorrow, I have to take a day off work. I'm just saying. So that we can live stream it. Okay, so next. So in this one, deployment, they're going to talk a lot about. Well, we've already read this one, but basically what we're finding out is you have to deploy, you have to basically commit the character for them to affect it, but you're not going to affect it. It's a cumulative thing. Cumulative?
Cumulative.
Cumulative. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Cumulative thing, where everybody throws their characters here, and then it all adds up. Okay, so next is mission types. So they've split it up into 3 different missions. So this is where I find it interesting. So you have the combat missions. These are individual missions, right? That you're going to fight 6 waves of enemies. You're going to have your 5, 6 characters versus their 6 waves of enemies. This is where like your clones are going to come out and be like, oh, look, I'm the best clones ever. And we're going to have special teams that are awesome. Characters are going to get bonuses. Light side characters are going to get bonuses. Rebels are going to get bonuses. Special characters are going to get bonuses. Your Lukes, your Hans, your Hoth troopers. This is where we're talking about Hoth rebels and stuff like that getting their bonuses.
Yeah, I'm excited for this Hoth thing. It makes me wonder. It's a special bonus for Hoth and Rebels. Does Hoth then become its own classification?
Just watch. Just listen. This is the cool part. If they do this and Hoth Trooper, it would be a specific character, right? Hoth Trooper, all of that. Does that mean that if we go and we fight on Geonosis, for the Battle of Geonosis, that clones get it and that they actually give you a reason for having Geonosian soldier and stuff? How freaking awesome would that be?
That would be awesome.
Sorry, that's a little bit of off. Okay, so combat missions seem similar to the multi-tier events to unlock Yoda, or the assault events, or the short GW, which is limited to a single team. So basically, the idea is you've got to go through these tiers. You have to fight through these waves. The characters you put in these combat missions are not usable in the other mission types. So you have to dedicate them to this.
Right, but
and the further you get, the more points you get for the guild.
So is it? I guess we have to figure this out. But let's just say I throw in I pick a territory and I put in Princess Zodi.
Okay.
And I handily beat my round, my 6th phase round. We don't know how hard this is all going to be. Let's just say I blow through it. Do I get to play again?
No.
Or is it 6?
It looks like it's 6 waves and that's it. So they're making it very clear that this is going to be you come in, you beat it or you don't, and if you don't beat it, you get if you get through 5 waves, then you get 5 waves worth of points, and that it grows as you get through each wave. So the amount of points the guild gets if you defeat 6 is going to be twice as much as if you beat 5. Make sense?
Correct.
Okay.
But only 1 team per 6 goes. You're not going to be able to repeat a team.
I don't think so. No, I don't even think you're going to be able to repeat the mission. You're going to get to do this combat mission 1 time per event.
So you don't think they're going to allow us to retreat?
No, I don't think it's going to be well, they might let us retreat, but you're not going to be able to yeah. I mean, we don't know. I mean, I don't know the answer. That's a pretty specific question. But
well, I mean, and all things so far we've been able to retreat. The retreat is what makes Commander Skywalker.
Yeah, well, we just don't know. I mean, that's the answer to your question.
Some of those quote-unquote solo things on Phase 1 and Phase 3 work.
Oh, this is not going to be soloable. They've already said this is going to be the hardest damn thing we've ever done.
Good.
I mean, I'm excited about it. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think that there might be some solo opportunities, but I don't think combat missions is going to be one of them. So the next one is collective missions. So this is territory points are awarded for completing per completed platoon. So you have 15 characters in a platoon, right? You can have six platoons, 90 specific characters per mission. So you can have up to 6 platoons, up to 90 characters just running platoon missions.
Yep. And what? There's only 122 characters.
Yeah,
in the
I
game?
mean, I can run this, but I don't think I can run this with all 7 stars, but I don't know very many people who can. So the ability to unlock strategic landmarks, which provides powerful special abilities. The ion cannon is going to be one of these, right? Note, dev caution about auto battlers being a detriment here. So doing auto attack looks like it's going to be a detriment there.
Good.
So that'll be interesting. So it also looks like platoon missions is where the Hoth, the Hoth Rebel and Hoth Scout will probably be important.
Where are your where are your rebel and scout
We're not going to talk about
currently?
it. I don't know that I'm going to do it unless it really. I'm hoping that what they do is they release it with the ability to get. What is the one that you can only get through hard nodes? Like I'm sorry, I have too many characters and too
The
much gear to worry about it.
Hoth soldier
Yeah,
is
I have Hoth
well,
Scout 7-star. I don't feel like I need to do anything crazy with them, but we'll see. I just want to see what happens first. Like I don't want to be one of those people jumping on this bandwagon. Right now, I'm saving up my Zetas. I'm saving up a lot of my. I'm getting my characters leveled up, kind of. I'm gonna start working them all up to like level 40, level 50, so that when this hits, I'm gonna have that big bulk group that I can go. Oh, here, take this. Does that make sense?
oh, that makes perfect sense.
So, okay, so let's talk about the next one. This is the special missions. So, the first thing you need to know about territory battles is everybody gets the same reward. So even if you go and you do this special mission and nobody else does, you're going to get everybody gets the rewards for it, which I think is cool because that means the guild can focus in multiple directions and everybody gets rewarded. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay, so special missions, individual missions, collective and unique guild rewards. So this is going to be your Rolo rewards.
Right.
This is going to be, there's going to be other stuff like this, but they've talked about gear level 12 mats coming out like this. They've talked about stuff like that. These are going to have super strict unit requirements. This is going to be, you have to have Commander Luke Skywalker or you don't get to do this at all. Or you have to have Commander Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Rebel and you know what I mean, like a very specific set of characters.
Correct. And this is what I think is gonna push people to start consolidating guilds.
Guilds
Are these special?
Oh, because then you get to unlock more stuff more often, more quicker.
Correct.
So character notes: we know Commander Skywalker is going to have his own special mission. We know Captain Han Solo is going to have his own special mission. We know Rebel Officer Leia, Rolo, is going to have her own. And there's going to be a lot of other stuff. So, as for territory battles, that is literally everything we know for sure. What do you think is a good game plan for somebody getting ready to do this?
For someone getting ready, it's the same game plan that the devs have transitioned to since bringing in mod battles, which is teams. The game's all about teams. So you need to put together strong teams, and you're going to be okay for these missions.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you have, let's just say you have 50 people in the guild to participate. You don't. Not everybody has to be a well. They don't. They don't have to be, the Sith or Team Skunk Republic or anything like that. Your guild doesn't have to, be able to down AT-AT, heroic AT-AT in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Your guild, it's an exaggeration, but your guild, and the people in the guild are gonna have to be able to field good, cohesive, synergy teams that can stay alive for a long time. Because six waves is a lot of waves.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and then you obviously are going to need a lot of you just need a lot of bodies. It kind of sounds like the Chinese army or the Russian army, just
Well, I don't. If I'm gonna pick an army, I'm gonna pick the. Oh man, I'm sweating. I'm gonna pick the Stone Army from China because nobody can beat that.
It seems like you just have to be able to throw a lot of characters at this thing.
Yeah. And luckily, I think that's one of those positions that I feel pretty strongly on. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I'm lacking in my.
You're not, but a lot of other people are. So for your everyday player, your free-to-play player, say, hey, how do I need to get ready for this? So you need to start looking at your teams. You need to look at your teams that are easily accessible for low cost. So you and I have both been high on Phoenix Squad, recently.
Mm-hmm.
I know you started an alternate account in which you started focusing on
Yeah,
leveling Phoenix Squad solely.
almost exclusively. Yeah, I think I have them all 3-star, and I'm only level 40. Not all of
And you
them. I have the 4 main ones, and I'm just getting
right,
Zeb right now.
and you're having really good results with that.
Yeah, very
And
good results.
you can get 5 of the 6 characters all for free. Sabine is free. She just is guild related, so it takes a lot longer for her to unlock.
She's not
She
even really
does
guild related. She's just a pain in the butt.
well guild related in that her shards are in the guild store, so it's
Yeah,
random.
yeah,
You
and
you
in
know
hard. Yeah, so it's
so on and so
and it's
forth.
very difficult when you're first starting out to get that because of that.
Right.
So
So if you're
it's
looking for a team that's pretty quick to build, that's absolutely completely free, that's got great built-in synergy because of Hera,
oh man, so good. You have to get Hera
grab
first. That's the thing that nobody that you have to do. Like Hera has to be your prime. Oh, that's what's wrong with this team. I was like, why does this team not look right? While we wait for the next phase, which by the way, I need you to tell me when it's happening. I need.
okay.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna auto run through Rancor. I mean, I'm not gonna post it because they've asked us not to post damage on Rancor, but
Right.
but I'm gonna show off my favorite new team. They've gotten a couple more pieces, and I want to see where it takes us.
So yeah, so the P2 window is ending at 8:45, and Mercs are supposed to start at 8:45. We started early. It's all the same,
Well, we
in
started
my
early
opinion.
because we're live streaming, and everybody would be really bored if we didn't.
Well, that's true, but I mean, uh, it's their rules, so we'll follow it. So we're talking about teams. So other characters that are really easy to access are Jedi, and
Okay.
Jedi are coming back. They're coming back with territory battles.
Yeah.
They're really easy to access. Most people have at least one 7-star 5 character Jedi team because they wanted Grandmaster Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is sucking too. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, they have them. I mean, Jedi is a great team. I mean, Jedi and Rebels, I think they're both great teams to start off with. I mean, you're talking. I mean, just just generally solid teams that you're not going to get around. I think that Phoenix Squadron is one of those teams that if you're starting a game now, it's never a bad thing to do. I mean, that's what the characters I would start with. Be very honest. That's just where I would go with it.
Can you think of a couple of other teams that are easy to access, quick to build for people out there to begin getting ready for these territory battles?
Oh, I mean, the first team. It just depends where you're at. I think that Scoundrels is always a really easy, really popular, really fast team, and everybody should look into it. It's just everybody should have a Scoundrels team, if for no other reason um, than making sure that you can do the credit heist.
Correct, but the scoundrel team normally overlaps.
What do you mean?
Well, we've
Oh, you're
talked
talking about
about
the
it.
bounty hunters? Yeah.
Yeah, the bounty hunters and the scoundrels overlapping. Two of your best scoundrels, believe it or not, are Han Solo, Stormtrooper Han, and Lando Calrissian because they're both rebels
Yeah.
and scoundrels. But I think people just should go to the mod challenges. The mod challenges have more or less kind of really uh, given you a pretty clear indication of teams and what you should be after.
Oh, that's
Not
true.
only the
I don't
mods
think
you should be
Jawas are worth
after,
a crap still.
but they might not be. But just depending on the requirements, one of the requirements of a battle or a special battle could be the Jawas.
That's true.
it gives you a reason. I mean, critical damage mods are absolutely necessary for attackers. If you want to, if you're seeing watching the videos with the huge numbers being dealt in tank raid, they've got critical damage mods uh, on their attackers, and they've got speed mods. So a Jawa team good enough to unlock 5-star mods is a necessity.
Yeah.
Getting your resistance squad high enough to unlock 5-star speed mods is a necessity. I cannot tell you how R2 made that so much easier to do that. So much easier.
I mean, I agree with you.
But
Uh,
once they brought in mods, you could see that the developers went to the team concept,
yeah.
and they're really
Well, I think
extending
that it's
that.
always been the team concept. I mean, that's a truth. I think that this game has always had is, they want you to do it. They want you to not. They want you to keep the synergy, and they want you to tell the story. I mean, that's always been the goal. I think. Um, I
It
think.
has been,
Yeah.
it has
So.
been, but just you know, you played before mods were even out, and what was the level? What was the highest level?
70, I think.
70. There were no mods, and Rancor was the only raid.
Yeah. I don't know what you're getting at.
Well, I'm wondering, just think about it, between then and now, how much more important has teams become
Oh.
as the game has progressed?
I think that that's what I'm trying to say is that I don't know that it would ever, like, from what you're saying, it sounds like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think that teams have become more important or less important? I mean, I don't know that I have an opinion on that. Ugh.
Your auto not going well?
It's going all right now. It wasn't going well. Okay, I'm just trying to keep the story, trying to give people stuff to look at right now.
Right.
While
Now
we
I
wait for
tried.
the raid.
I guess I didn't have number crunch yet
For what?
in my. Well, I after I ran Princess Zodi our last hat, I tried to do this with Luke Skywalker and did
Mm-hmm.
not have success. But it doesn't
Well,
look like I don't
Jin
have Tebow.
is.
I don't have Tebow, so that's
Yeah,
probably part of my
Tebow isn't really
problem.
necessary. I think Tebow's kind of a joke in this squad. I mean, he helps a lot, but I mean, you could run Rex and it would probably do the same thing as Tebow. I actually, for a while, was running no R2. I was running Tebow as lead with Ewok Scout because of his 50% turn meter reduction. But I think that the keeping Tebow stealth longer is kind of becoming the. I'm watching it with you guys, so if my team dies, it's not my fault. Yeah, this team
I
does
just
really good. It's kind of crazy to watch how good it does. Now with when you do the next phases, you got to do a little. You got to be in it a little bit. Oh, you know what I did, and it hasn't come down yet. Is I turned off his. Hold on. This. Now let's
with
basic it. Oh my gosh! Now we're gonna just fly through it.
with Commander Skywalker coming out, the
Mhm.
solo of this, if you have him, is automatic. At least in our guild, we're in
No,
a well
I
guild.
did 8 million. I didn't solo it all the way. I'm not gonna
I
claim I did.
understand, but our top four finishers last time
Oh, but our top four
soloed.
finishes have almost always been solos since even before this.
Yes, but they weren't.
Yeah.
Commander Skywalker allows you to hit what you're doing and you just walk away and
Yeah.
it'll do it for
Well,
you.
with a Thrawn, he's kind of like the light side Thrawn. Like, it gives you the ability to do a lot of things.
I just
Oh man.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, I'm gonna have a reason to pull out Admiral Akbar again
For this?
with no, not for this, for territory battles. I
Oh.
mean, every you used to need Admiral Akbar because he was the only one that was free to play that could
No, let
cleanse
me tell you something. Nukin, I
for
think it was, just put out a video. He's now running. He's in 10th place with an Admiral Akbar lead team.
with Commander Skywalker.
Yeah,
Yeah, the speed.
I'm not happy with
I can
that
see
one.
it. The extra speed works.
Yeah. Oh, we're in phase 3. Let's go do what everybody wants to see anyway.
All right.
So I have decided that I am going to run. I can't
What are
run
you gonna run?
Palpatine. I'm gonna run
What are
Turpentine
you
today.
gonna run? You're
I'm
you're
running
running
Turpentine.
Turpentine
Yeah, I'm running Turpentine because I used TIE Fighter Pilot in the last phase, hoping to boost him up a little bit, boost that team up, and I think I did. I don't know if I did more than usual or less. I haven't really gotten the swing of that team. You know what I mean?
It's because you have Soon Fok. It's you gotta take
No,
Soon Fok out
the
of
other
it.
team.
Oh, the other team. No, you
Oh,
haven't.
this team's fine. This team, I mean,
You,
when I replace Soonfok with Shore Trooper next week, that'll change some things, but nothing crazy yet. No, restart. Um, Man, I'll tell you, somebody put up 10 million already.
with
That's,
with what?
I don't know, but apparently he cleared all of phase 2. What it looks like is that he was one of the mercs and he comes in and clears entire phases
Wow.
as a merc. Like that's that's almost like a jerk move, to be honest.
Well, it was called, so
No, 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 no. I have no problem with him doing it. I'm not saying I you're misunderstanding. I'm saying, I mean, this is our first real merc experience, right? I mean, we don't really know what people are running, how they're running it, all that stuff. We're kind of just on the sidelines, trying stuff out, having fun. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with it. I just
Okay.
that's maybe they had a
Thrawn. It's what they had. I mean, I can tell you that
no
already.
phase two. No, not on phase two. Thrawn, you want to do that much damage, you have your resistance team.
Oh, well, resistance is only done up to like um oh, perfect. Okay. Sorry. I just had the perfect um uh setup for the Palpatine. Like Han Solo died and Soon Fok and all of that happened at exactly the right time. By the way, everybody, this is what Turpentine is supposed to look like. Yeah, basic, right? Yeah. Boom.
Let's see if
I love the fact that I can auto this on basic. Like once you're set up.
yeah, once you set up, you can do that. If I'm gonna keep this run, no, I'm not.
Where's Pat at? He said he was gonna come join us today.
I bet he went to bed. Oh, he says I think lots of people are watching Game of Thrones. That's yeah. We are
Oh,
competing. We are competing against Game of Thrones.
oh, that's fine. People can catch up and watch this later. At the end of the day.
That that episode actually got released for an hour accidentally.
What do you mean?
I think it accidentally got put up on HBO's
Website?
website. Yeah,
Huh. Oh, this is probably the best phase 3 run I've ever had.
How far in are you?
9%.
That's a good run.
I don't know if it was all me though. It was already started a little bit. Yeah, see, I just can't break that 650. Ah, it's so frustrating. This team, like people are posting 1.7 million damage. I've got them all at like gear level 11. It's just aggravating. What else do I have? Oh, this is the other thing I'm going to try today. I haven't had any luck doing this, so please nobody judge me when this fails. I'll be right back, everybody.
That's Antag's family, guys. Go. Looks like we got a good turpentine run going on Antag's part. Mine is not been as successful. You back, buddy?
Sorry about that, everybody. My family was being weird, and I wanted to go join in. Apparently, my wife. Tomorrow's first day of school for my kiddos. And that was my dog. Okay, so we're gonna try. Let's do some Savage. So, this is an interesting run, or an interesting team to run. Are you there, Protag?
Yeah, I'm here. Just waiting for you to come back.
Did you keep everybody entertained?
No, not really.
Oh.
I fell down on my hosting duties.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to cover for me.
I'll know your family in the background is pretty darn entertaining.
Right now?
Yeah.
So Lauren is running around. My wife is running around with talking in a British accent while she's calling Bella "milady" and asking her what she wants in her lunch. They're entertaining the hell out of each other right now, and it's pretty funny.
Man, I am having horrible luck with my Emperor stunning droids. He can't.
You're not getting good.
Good shocks? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm on my like 5th or 6th go.
Boom. Boom.
Man.
Hoo. That was just a little bit close. Hopefully we can get out here. Man, no, and he's dead. Oh! I've had no luck escaping. I haven't had one good Savage solo run. Anyway. So, it's about that time, y'all. I want to thank everybody for watching. And thank you to Aluminum Falcon. By the way, love the name. Do you know what it's from, Protag?
Well, only because you told me earlier, Robot Chicken.
Actually, is it Robot Chicken? Because I think it's the part where he goes, the Emperor is on the phone with Darth Vader after the Death Star blows up. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen Robot Chicken Star Wars? Yeah. And he's like, "What? I haven't even paid that off yet. Where are you? You're in your ship? Wait, you're telling me that you've been flying around in your ship for the last 3 months, spinning out of control, stuck in that suit of armor? You must smell like a..." Anyway, he goes off. And then he says, "A what? What the hell is an aluminum falcon?" Is that right? Is that a... Did I get that one right, Mavic? Or are you not on here anyway? Anyway, thank you to the Aluminum Falcon team, and thank you, Protag, for coming on tonight.
No problem.
It was fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the new graphics, and I hope the people who view this after Game of Thrones is done enjoy them as well. And we'll see you guys later on this week, or maybe next week. Hopefully, territory battles are coming soon. So I'll see you guys next time.
Good night.